This week we're going to highlight the trends in December corn futures. We're going to turn our attention to harvest progress and weather trends here in the U.S. We're going to wrap things up with an update on planting progress and weather trends in Brazil. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We've moved into the month of November now, and corn harvest is winding down. Before we talk about that, however, we're going to remind you that the USDA has announced that there will be a supply-demand report released on Friday, November 14th. Despite the government shutdown, again, USDA will release the supply-demand report on Friday, November 14th. We'll talk more about that next week. Let's focus our attention now on trends in December corn futures. December corn, as we tape here on Tuesday, is trading near $4.30 a bushel. Earlier this week, we did see December corn briefly trade up to the highest level we'd seen since early July. Now, the projected crop insurance spring price was $4.70, and the October price was $4.22. So, a very important reminder now that the crop insurance period is over. You either will or will not get an indemnity based on those prices and your yields. That's why it's critical to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor now to get control of your 2025 corn production. Let's shift gears now and focus on harvest progress. Now, the USDA is not providing any updates due to the shutdown, of course. We've estimated that corn harvest is right around 80%, maybe a bit above that on November 2nd. On average, U.S. corn harvested increases approximately 13% between November 2nd and the 16th. So by the middle of the month, we should be looking around 90 to 95% of the corn harvest complete, weather permitting. Speaking of the weather, let's take a look at the short-term trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. We're starting out here looking at the next 7 days, and really not much moisture at all across the west or central part of the Corn Belt. We move into the eastern part of the Corn Belt, a bit more moisture there, parts of Michigan, Ohio, but overall very light precip. Let's look at the next 14 days now. Next 14 days, quite a bit of the Midwest here is looking at normal to actually slightly dry conditions. So it looks like conditions are going to be generally favorable for completion of corn harvest. What about temperatures? Very warm, as you can see here, throughout most of this week, unseasonably warm. Now, as we move ahead toward this weekend, there is some talk of some very cool conditions surfacing Saturday and especially into Sunday and early next week. Let's shift gears now and focus on planting progress in Brazil. Let's take a look at what that first season corn is produced in Brazil. Again, as we're wrapping up harvest here in the U.S., they're planting first season corn in Brazil. This is looking at a map of the states here producing early season or first season corn from north to south. Now we're looking at planting progress here. Usually accounts for about 20 to 25% of total production first crop corn, that is. Planting progress, about 43% done nationwide. Those states highlighted in the south are complete. Now planting is moving north into Minas Gerais and parts of Mato Piba in the northeast. Let's look at rainfall now over the next 14 days. Again, across that southern area, very light rainfall, so that should be completed. Further north, however, it looks like it's going to be normal to slightly above normal conditions. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 309-664-2300. We'll put you in contact with our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an update. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.